Hey, what's up everybody? It's Austin Angler here, and thanks for joining me on this live stream today. So first I want to go over 3 or 4 things, and then I'll answer some questions for you guys here coming up. It looks like today we've kind of gone sideways. We're holding that 2,500 level that I was talking about on Bitcoin. Ethereum's trading right in the 290 level, and you know, that's pretty important to hold there for the future. Now let's talk about some of the news that came out, and that's some of the things that are going on right now. Thanks everybody. It looks like we're getting some people to join here. How's it going, everybody? Parvez, that's what your name is. How's it going, Parvez? So yeah, let's go over what's happening today first before I answer any questions. Hey Zhang, Chang, I believe is how you pronounce that. So Bitcoin is actually, a lot of people are going through, what's up Dave? A lot of people are talking about SegWit, the SegWit 2X. The alpha testing was just completed for the last 2 weeks, and they are doing the beta testing right now. They just implemented it today, so that's some pretty big news in you know, cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, because they need to work out the scalability issues. Yeah, I'm out fishing, Bill. We got about a 21-incher right now. Hoping to catch some more though. It's actually probably the slowest day of the year so far for us to be fishing now. So yeah, let's go back and talk about the SegWit 2X. Like I said, today is the first day that they're implementing the beta version, so they'll go through all the bugs of this version like they did the alpha testing, and hopefully the miners will start signing on. I know 80% of them are in to go with SegWit 2X for Bitcoin, which will definitely probably postpone Bitcoin from what's up, Fraz? Will postpone Bitcoin from actually forking into 2 different coins. So that's good news for everybody, because everybody's kind of nervous about Bitcoin's potential fork. So that's one good thing. Also, I want to talk about Ethereum as well. Ethereum has, on the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance website, they originally had the CoinDesk conference for May 22nd and some of their news on there. And then they added this little blue box that says June the 30th. Who's exactly testing this? I know the developers that made SegWit 2X, I think the guy's name is Jeremy, I forgot what his last name, but Bitfury's involved in it. I'll post a link after I'm done here of where I was reading that about, all about it, but the beta testing is basically being started today. So all these miners can sign on to it, all these exchanges can sign on to it as of now, and which is how SegWit may bring a good change in Bitcoin. Well, it's going to enable the scalability to be a lot better. Basically, I think there's 1 megabyte transaction sizes right now. Well, that'll allow 2 megabyte transaction sizes to go through, so larger transactions can go through and not bog down the network like what we saw Ethereum going through. So let's jump back to that Ethereum news real quick. Ethereum Alliance, Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, on their website, they have a date, which is today, June the 30th, and what that means is we're going to probably have some sort of announcement. Now, a lot of people are speculating that they're going to solve their scalability issues, possibly, or at least improve it. That's what some of the speculations thinking that that's going to be implemented on Ethereum. But also, I want to also jump to the coin market cap here today, which was looks like we're right around $100 billion still. Again, it looks like a lot of things are down just like 2%. Some are down 3% like Ethereum is right now. But there was an article out about a billionaire investor, fund manager, Litecoin. I think Litecoin is actually positive today. But that billionaire fund manager investor. He came out and said that he believes that cryptocurrency market cap will be $5 trillion come 2022. So basically take all the cryptocurrencies, if they were to stay at the same weighting of market cap, and then multiply them all by 50. That's what this billionaire investor is saying that we're going to happen. So that would put Bitcoin over, let's see, over 100,000, Ethereum over 15,000, and Litecoin, let's see, that makes it over $200 or $2,000. Sorry, I forgot that Litecoin's been doing pretty well. I do like Litecoin, Chang. I know you just asked a question of how Litecoin was doing. It's such a, Bitcoin's gonna need a little brother to help it out, whether it's Ethereum or whether it's Litecoin. I believe it's gonna be Litecoin's gonna help Bitcoin out, and Ethereum's kind of gonna be on its own. They're gonna be kind of like Google, Apple, and how Google has YouTube. I think Litecoin's gonna be basically the same for Bitcoin, because you can't send, if this becomes, if these cryptocurrencies become a $5 trillion market cap, you're not going to be able to send send all the transactions on one network no matter what. That's why there's Visa, MasterCard, Amex, all those other different companies that do credit cards alone, and then there's cash. It's not possible to have only one world crypto coin. So that's the news that I wanted to talk about today. Market caps need to go up a lot before we see higher prices. Yeah, the market caps do need to continue to go up. With market caps going up, though, you will see higher prices in a lot of these coins, especially the ones that they've already. What's up, Kenneth? Especially with these coins that have only, like Bitcoin, they only are going to make 21 million of them, or not make them, but only 21 million of them are going to be mined. Market cap doesn't have to go up. It can't go up without price going up, because we already know how many are going to exist in the entire world. Cypherpunks, I think they're strong, but you think Cypherpunks is the creator of Bitcoin? I have a couple different ideas on who might be the creators of Bitcoin. Hey Robert, what's up? Yeah, I'm out here fishing. Hopefully you guys bring me some luck. There was actually, so I think the creators, there's actually, I was talking to one of my big tech friends, and he told me there was actually a peer-to-peer exchange before Bitcoin was even created. So they would verify these transactions through Friends and Friends' network. So if I sent you guys a transaction, then it'd verify it through my friends. Yeah, it's pretty nice out here. I would verify it through my friends that I actually had those transactions, and it verified through their friends' network. And it was basically what Bitcoin was, but I think the government shut them down a long time ago. That was back in, I think, the early 90s that happened. Yeah, Robert, I'm talking about basically three things: Bitcoin, SegWit, and I talked about, what else did I talk about? Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, how they have a June 30th date. They're probably going to do some sort of upgrade, whether it be today, midday. I haven't seen anything posted yet, but, and then I also talked about that billionaire investor thinking that the cryptocurrency market cap was going to go to $5 trillion. Oh, I got a fish. Hold on. You got it? Yeah. All right, hold on, guys. I'll be right back with you if you want to watch us catch this fish. When you're fishing in the weeds, you got to keep your pole up, by the way. Let's see here. Yeah, but I'll be right back with you, Kenneth. I see him, he's coming in. So you guys get a little live fishing show. This is why I'm called, yeah, you guys did bring me some luck. We actually, yeah, we're gonna have a fish fry. Hold on.
Beauty, beauty.
All right. There you guys go. Live on YouTube.
About a 20-inch walleye.
This is the best tasting fish that you guys will ever eat. It's a walleye. They have them. We catch the shit out of them up here in Wyoming. So.
Look what you caught that on.
Yeah.
Your worm. Your plastic worm.
So I'm catching these on. By the way, these are really old school. They're pumpkin color plastic worms. With a spinner rig. Yeah, Wyoming. Yeah, you guys should come out sometime. It's Glendale, Wyoming.
What measure?
All right. So, yeah, it just turns into a fishing. That's why they call me Austin Angler, guys, because I'm gonna, you know. Yeah, this is a terrible video. Obviously, my lens is probably foggy as hell. This is just my cell phone. I actually had my GoPro on earlier. I just got this GoPro 5 to do actually fishing videos. Yeah, fishing. We'll pump and dump, catch some big fishes. Oh yeah, let's talk about that. That billionaire. So he was the head fund manager for what was he, for a company called Fortress. I think he managed like somewhere around $3 to $5 billion worth of assets were under his management, something like that. I don't remember exactly, but he came out and said that he's predicting, and a lot of his colleagues, his hedge fund buddies, are predicting that cryptocurrencies as a whole, the market cap is going to be around $5 trillion by 2022. So if we take right now, we're at 100 billion, you know, that's 50 times is basically what he's thinking that happens. So if everything were to stay the same, if Bitcoin were to still be 40% of, you know, all cryptos, then Bitcoin would be over 100,000 for one Bitcoin, and you know, Ethereum would be 15,000, and Litecoin would be 2,000, and you know, just multiply all the cryptos basically by 50, and that's you know, that's what he was expecting, and a lot of his big money colleagues were expecting as well. So hey guys, thanks for the luck, by the way, catching the fish. That was awesome to catch a live fishing. Let me see if I can clean off the lens and see if that makes it any better. Maybe that made it better. Yeah, I love Bitcoins and fishing too. Hopefully that made the lens a little bit clearer. I don't know, it's pretty scratched though. Like I said, I need a new phone. What will Pascal times 50 everything in 3 years? Yeah, he says 2022, so did it make it worse? Let me try, hold on. Let me try to clean it off here. I don't know.
Can't believe you caught that on a plastic worm.
No, not fishing for subscribers. Well, I mean, I have a ton of fishing videos actually that I just haven't uploaded yet. So hopefully you guys all like fishing, and we'll check those out as well. But I definitely, you know, we were out here and we took 5th out of 98 boats about a month ago now. But we typically catch, you know, I'd say
25 or 30 fish a day.
Yeah, 25 to 30 fish a day when we're out here.
Today it's been really slow.
Today has been really slow. We have a 21 incher and a 20 incher. We don't keep anything, you know, under 18, 19 though, because we want to you know, we want to actually have some good meat and not kill the little guys, let them grow up for next year. So what other questions you guys got? I know somebody just asked me about that billionaire fund manager talking about Bitcoins and cryptocurrency's value over 2022. Anybody trading Ethereum right now? Blue crabs are amazing, yes. I went to Australia and we would rake them in. We would chase them around and rake them in. We caught like, I think 30 or 40 every time we did that.
70.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, I don't know where the prices, I think the prices are kind of going sideways right now because there's a lot of concern. And you're underwater on Ethereum, well, it'll definitely go back up. You know, if you are underwater on Ethereum, then don't worry about it too much, because if you look back on history, the two biggest examples that I can, you know, talk about are both Bitcoin and Litecoin. You know, we saw Litecoin, it went up to $50 3 years ago, and it reached $50 again just this last month. So, you know, there's points in these cryptocurrencies. No, I'm in Wyoming, by the way. Can you explain the Litecoin announcements coming up? Are you talking about the MIT one? But yeah, so just be patient. Also Bitcoin, let's go back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin rose, I think it was, what was it, 2013 or 14, where Bitcoin was up at $1,100, and then it pulled all the way back to $200. So the big point, I'll answer that MIT question in a second. The big point about that is, look at Bitcoin now, it's doubled. So your money's doubled in 3 years. If you put that anywhere in the bank, MIT, let me answer that MIT question here in a second. But if you put any money in any bank or any investment, the stock market, even if you put it, you know, into pharmaceuticals, which is risky as hell, almost more risky than cryptocurrencies, because if their drug fails, they're out of business completely. Cryptocurrencies aren't going to fail. They're not just going to go out of business because of, you know, one drug failing, because of some government regulation says it doesn't work well enough. So you, if you held through though, and you have to, when you're in cryptocurrencies, you have to be able to hold basically through something like a 70% correction, even 80 or 90% correction, like it did from $1,100 to $200 for Bitcoin. Now that was all because of Mt. Gox, and if you guys don't know about Mt. Gox, definitely research it, because, you know, it was a really big deal back then. But I'm sorry, I can't read Arabic. Otherwise I'd help you answer the questions. Hey guys, yeah, thanks for, what's up guys? Thanks for following me here. I just got 108 people watching me live. So, yeah, Izo Kunuka. I think I said it right. Thanks for liking this. I definitely thank you all for liking this and joining. I got 114 people on here now. And great to see you guys all. If you guys are just joining me, you guys are bringing me luck too. We literally just caught a fish live on our crypto world news. So you guys are killing it with the luck. So thank you. But let me go back to talking about Adolf Hipster. I love your picture, man. Let me go back to talking about the crashes. If you're holding or if you're underwater in any of these cryptocurrencies, that's okay. That's just unfortunate that you bought it that one time, but it pulled back. But more than likely, in 2 years, you're gonna have at least doubled, if not tripled, your money. History has shown us that, and history has shown us that you'll at least make it back. So, you know, don't worry. If you do get, you know, more funds that you want to throw at it on some of these big pullbacks, then definitely do that. Because then, you know, say you bought $2,000 worth at $400. You bought yourself 5 coins on Ethereum, and it pulled back to $200. That's a chance for you to buy 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 more coins and get your average down to $300. So when it goes back up to $400, then you guys, you're sitting there with good gains. Let me answer that MIT question first before I talk about the wallets here. MIT has been in the news a lot. So people are talking about it. Is it a fake website? Well, it's really easy for someone that has gone to MIT to make a .education website. I don't know if GDX is down or not. I haven't really checked yet. But the MIT news, so it could be fake, it could not be. I don't know what Charlie Lee is doing right now. But I know that he went back to work on Litecoin. I do think that Litecoin has a huge potential in the future. Like I've said, that Bitcoin needs help. They're not going to be able to send all transactions, especially if one Bitcoin is worth 100,000, like there's the big guys are saying in the future. So they're going to need Litecoin. Basically, Litecoin has already gone through SegWit, it's already gone through Lightning. It's actually how I would transfer any of my money around to different exchanges, to different wallets, in anything. So IOTA, I've heard good things about IOTA. I'm not personally invested in it. I think that there's a lot of things that are coming out that are gonna be here for a while, and there's some that aren't. I would say probably 70% aren't, but 30% of the cryptos that are created right now are going to come out. We are actively, so GDAX is down again. That does not surprise me at all. They always have minor outages, and it's like I was saying, that's why I always put in tight stops, because I want to get sold out before it crashes. I want to have a $300 loss before my emotions have to go through possibly losing, $8,000 to $10,000. So, if I get sold out at a $300 loss, then because the GDAX goes down, then that's not really a big problem. For me, it shouldn't be a problem for anybody that's investing. If you have $10 in there, then keep your stop at $7 or whatever, so you don't lose all your $10, whatever it is. What do I think about ICOs? I think that ICOs are risky. I think I did a video. I might not have. I did a post on it. I think on StockTwits, if you guys follow me on there, about ICOs, and especially that EOS one. I don't like it at all. I do like them because of the fact that they said in their disclosure agreement that their tokens were deemed valueless and worthless. So they were at least being upfront about their, about their tokens that they were creating. But the thing is that the majority of these ICOs are just white papers that, have been created, and they're all just raising money without even having a product or a service in place, which is risky as hell. That's obviously something that if you go and ask any financial advisor, financial consultant, and the in any of the actual stock market world or financial asset world, they would say, that's crazy. You need to have a product or service, just like Facebook and Steemit and Snapchat and Twitter. They all had a product and a large following and a service before they, raised money. So, that's why I'm so nervous about investing in some of these ICOs. Another good example of why ICOs can be at high risk is because the okay, I'll take one example. I'm sure some of you guys watch Joe, I believe his name is JSnip4, and he invested in Veritasium. Yeah, let me answer that August 1st stuff here in a little bit. Veritasium is a cryptocurrency that this guy created that's going to solve all the marketing, capital raising issues, you know, in the future, blah, blah, blah. Well, he just has a few, Reggie Middleton is his name. He just has a few YouTube videos talking about this and doesn't even have a full plan. Doesn't have even a product in place yet. It's just a small plan. His website's basic. Anybody can go on there and thank you for the kiss and roses. Anybody can go into the website and build a website, and anybody can go and just create a white paper. If I knew how the blockchain worked more, I would create a white paper on a fund that basically piled all the cryptos into one and just traded based on the market cap. Thanks guys, thanks. So what now, Jason at 4, if anybody watches him, he put I think 5,000 into Veritasium and then he made like 90,000. So but he sold it right at the peak when Ethereum was at its peak, and he sold it right there where it was at the highest value, and then it crashed I think more than 65%. So those people that were trying to jump into it later on, they just lost basically 50. If you put 5 grand into it after it IPO'd, then now you only have 2,500. It's getting a little windy out here. So that's why ICOs they basically are probably 10 times more volatile than Ethereum is. And yeah, that's what was your guys' questions? What is the 8 to 1? Do you think volatility and what is on? Oh, that's the question. August 1st, yeah. No, I actually think that we're not going to have anything come up on August 1st. And everybody wants to know about that too, because that's the potential fork, hard fork, soft fork, and there's never actually, let me start with, there's never actually going to be a soft fork. It's going to be a hard fork by miners, because the miners have all the power. There's basically a battle between the developers and the miners out there with Bitcoin right now. And so the soft fork is basically users would support a soft fork, and then 50% of the users would switch over to the new coin, and then the rest of the users would switch over in time to the new coin. Well, hard fork is when all the miners basically use all their power, computing power, and switch over to the switch right over to the new coin. Now, I think we're going to be going through SegWit. Well, we already are going. If you watch the beginning of this video, the alpha test. I'll since I got a lot of people. It's 146 in here now. Thanks for the likes too, guys. Like that, and I'm sure you're already subscribed. But SegWit's already being implemented. SegWit's gone through the first alpha testing. They fixed all the bugs. Today they're implementing beta testing, and they're leaving the software of SegWit and the blockchain open for others to join. Bitfury is the one that I remember right now, but there's a lot of people that are on board with SegWit already. I believe it was the China Bitcoin Roundtable that was talking about last week that they were going to basically go towards having SegWit activated to end the whole debate if SegWit is going to happen or not. Now, if SegWit does fully go through, which I do believe it's going to go through, then we don't have any issues with the August 1st date. Nobody's gonna go and have a split if we've implemented SegWit, and there's just not enough support for it. I think it's a scare tactic by Bitmain and Bitcoin Unlimited, which is also called China Coin some places. So, you know, that's just a scare tactic. That's what they want to do, because they want to have a bigger portion of the pie of Bitcoin, and that's just not going to happen. There's too many miners and users out there that aren't supporting it. So I think it'll get pushed back. It'll continue to get pushed back, and then it'll just never happen. I think it's just all a bunch of talk right now. Because if you split Bitcoin, there would be a huge issue. Oh, that's my pops. He knows that I'm not ignoring him. He's actually probably a better trader than I am. You can say hi, Dad.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, he actually was reading the charts earlier, and you know, said that this is basically a no trade zone, because you know we have low volume right now, and we have. It could either go up or down. Moving averages are right here, and get going. These guys. Robert says hi. Robert did say hi to you.
Hi, Robert.
Robert Luber. Give him a shout out. And yeah, thanks for everybody. Robert Tartar. Should I keep buying? Are those our official fishing hats? Yes, this is my my fishing hat. Somebody called it a farmer's hat. Somebody called it a rice hat. I don't know what to call it yet, but it's pretty awesome. Am I looking for, wait, I think there was a question. Who asked that? Let me try to, should I keep buying Bitcoin or heavy on Litecoin? I think Litecoin is probably going to be the strongest one. And, but if we do have a breakdown, I think that we might pull back. We could pull back with these, with a lot of people worrying about this August 1st news, because a lot of people don't understand it. I don't think a lot of people are still kind of scared about it and skeptical of it. But it's kind of like one of those things. It's almost like you know, trying to have the government's debt solved. Like they always want to do it, but it's never gonna actually happen. So that's about the easiest way I can relate that. Swaziland. Benson from Swaziland, and saying hi to Pops as well. Thanks guys. I know we need more fish here, guys. Keep up the good luck. Let's get some more fish here. So back to the August 1st debate. I don't think it's gonna happen. Honestly, it's gonna be one of those things that. I think that, let me answer about Ripple in a second. I think that it's just one of those things that's going to kind of keep getting pushed back and back and back and back until Bitcoin goes through SegWit and it has Lightning activated. Do I have any advice on advice for first-time investors? Yes. Start to jump into some of these things, especially if there's a pullback. If there's a pullback, you know what I do is I load up my account with my money, and I use GDAX because they have pretty low fees. So I load that up, get the money in the account. Don't just jump in though and buy as soon as your money is in the account. And don't use Coinbase to buy because they can throw up an additional percent. It says in their disclosure that they can add an additional percent on your fees. So yeah, even though it is CrashDAX, what I do is I put it into GDAX because they have the lowest spreads. So they're still the most active exchange, and no, it won't ever be to 2 to 5 million euros. I'll go back over that 1 second. Yeah, 0.5 basis points on, but they add 0.5 basis points on top of 0.5 basis points. It says in their disclosure, their fees, that they can do that. Poloniex is the most active, but Coinbase has the best spreads for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. So, and then what's causing the crashes is just the fact that it's so large. If a big investor just transfers all his wallet into GDAX and then sells it, they can crash it. And I think Coinbase and GDAX, I think that they have some issues to work out with their network. And yeah, I do like Poloniex. Like I have Poloniex to transfer my Steam into dollars as well. But I also then I transfer Litecoin to Coinbase and transfer it out. So I use Litecoin to move all my funds around because it's the quickest, it's the most reliable, and I think it's the strongest coin out of the group. I know Bitcoin would probably be right there with Litecoin, but you know, but Ethereum is just so volatile. By the time I transfer it, it could be, you know, down 30, 40 bucks or whatever. So I don't like to transfer things around in Ethereum, especially after the bog down, after just a couple ICOs. Ethereum has scalability issues that they have to fix. I wish that their site, that Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, the June 30th sign on there, I wish that their issues are fixed because of scale, or I wish that they were fixing scalability because of that right now. Yeah, Coinbase sucks, I agree, but I still use it. And GDAX sucks, but I still use it because their spreads are low and you can trade for free if you use limit orders. Let me answer these. Let me answer these questions on Ripple too, because I just got a lot of questions about Ripple. So Ripple is, there's so many Ripple coins that have been created in the, you know, already, that it's never gonna go up. Like, you guys think that it's gonna go from 26 cents to $50 like Litecoin. Well, there's like, I think like 63 billion Ripple coins already that have been created, and the banks are pretty much in on creating it, I believe. So it's never gonna have, you have to look at everything in market cap. You know, so like when I look at my favorite coins, top to bottom, are Bitcoin, Litecoin, Steam, and game credits. Those are my 4 top. 5th, I like Stratus too. I just like the application of Stratus. Stratus is pretty new for me, but like game credits. How do you value these things? By, you know, you don't look at their current price. You look at their market cap and what they could be. And so game credits, for instance, what is their competition in the real world? Like, you know, the asset world. Obviously, cryptocurrencies is the real world too, but it's not respected amongst a lot of investors. So, I mean, I like Ethereum, but it's got a lot of issues. Ethereum would probably be right there at 6. It's got a lot of, you know, followers. But let me get back to how you value a currency, cryptocurrency. Game credits, for instance. So that's, I think, at $200 million right now. Well, if I want to compare it to something, I'm going to compare it to GameFly or GameStop, which are worth, you know, $10 billion each. So that's the potential. That's how you compare it, where it could possibly go. And no, I don't think India could ever beat China in a world war. I think intellectual war, I think they'd be pretty close. They're both really smart places, way smarter than the U.S. Somebody asked me, when do you think you will see $500 Ether? Ether is going to go up. I do like Ethereum. I think that they have to fix part of it though. I think the fact that all these ICOs came out backed by Ethereum puts a lot of pressure on it. It's almost like with all the banks manipulating silver. They have written so many derivatives and selling so much of it that it's going to suppress it for such a long time until these ICOs actually materialize. And whenever these ICOs need to actually raise funds to buy a building, to buy computer network services, to pay their payroll of their software engineers, they have to sell their Ethereum. They're not going to, you know, be paying for all these things in Ethereum, because that's just not how the world works just yet. In the future, it probably will, you know, be just fine, and I think that it'll continue to. No, we're not moon fishing. Moon's somewhere up there, but I think Ethereum will be huge. I think it'll be just fine. I think it's, like I said, if we do get to the $5 trillion market cap, I believe that Ethereum will be around probably probably $15,000 a coin. I mean, I don't think it'll do a flippening with Bitcoin. I think Ethereum Classic is actually gaining a lot of ground right now on Ethereum because of the fact that all the issues with the ICOs and the network slowing down. I do have a low battery, guys. I don't know how much battery I have left, but let's see here. Love the hat. Thanks, guys. Yeah, man. I'm a hat guy, so you know I love this hat. What other questions you guys have? I'm glad that I got to stay on here for such a long time. If you guys do have Steam it, you know, definitely go follow me on there. Post your link in my comments, and I'll follow you guys back. I'm actually buying some more Steam, so my Steam power is going to be able to vote you guys pretty soon. I do love the Steam it platform. It's a lot of fun. I do like ant shares because it comes out of China, and let's see. Yeah, the reason why I want to talk a little bit fish on. Yeah, fishing is awesome. I love you guys for following me here today. You guys all got to watch me. Literally, we got to reel in a fish. I didn't reel it in. We reeled in the last one. I wasn't on camera, but it's walleye. Let's go back to the $5 trillion market cap and why it's possible. So gold is at $7 trillion right now, just gold alone. If we took 1% of all the assets out there, commercial real estate, derivatives, gold, silver, real estate, that would give us, if we just took 1% of that, that would give us about $7 trillion. So when you think about it, we could get to that level, and we could get to their, yeah, Ethereum. I know that Ethereum, and sorry if my live feed is crashing. My stuff's getting low, but like I said, we can get there. We just have to. Oh, I got 5%. I got plenty of time. We can get there. Absolutely. If you go to, I was just driving around the other day, and I decided to ask people all day, hey, do you guys know what Bitcoin is? Oh, there's this one guy that, yeah, no, we're literally fishing in weeds, but we figured out how to fish in weeds. My Steemit name is Austin Sanders CO. Definitely catching seaweeds back there.
Yeah. I had a bit of an ordeal.
Literally, like, if you guys look, we are fishing in weeds. So
Weeds.
but if you go out there and you ask oh no, derivatives market, that you don't have to even include that, and we should still be at $7 trillion. Derivatives market alone could be anywhere between 600 trillion and I think it's 2 quadrillion, and that's on, oh crap, I forgot what the site that I have. So the CIA comes out with their statistics every year and puts that together. I'll find that for you guys. But Potcoin's probably going to be good. I've also heard of Wankcoin. I've heard of ant shares. You know, there's all these weird coins. There's over 700 coins. We're in Glendale, Wyoming. And is IOTA okay for a first-time investment? IOTA, it could be big. I mean, there's some talks about it being big, but Internet of all things, I believe, or things. I just don't know about some of these little altcoins. Litecoin, I love a Litecoin. Like I said, Litecoin and Bitcoin are my two top, I would say, top big coins. I think Ethereum's gonna do just fine over if you have Ethereum. You know, it'll definitely, I think once we get through this August bullshit, basically, I think that all these altcoins are going to be much higher. We'll probably be at $150 billion market cap by December, if not 200 billion. That's just the way that we're going to be growing. Ripple, you know, yeah, it's gonna go up if all those other things go up. Do I have a booger? Probably. I mean, I'm out here fishing, so I'm not really worried about it. But hola, ¿cómo estás? Do you recommend GateHub? I'm not sure. What is Gate? I haven't heard of GateHub yet. What will? Yeah, Booger Coin. That'd be a good one. Everybody has boogers. If you don't pick your boogers in the morning, then you're not a human being. You're some sort of alien. What was some of those questions? Retype them if you just type me a question, because they just fly by so quickly.
I have advice for new traders.
Dogcoin. Dogcoin's been around for a while. Ethereum Classic timing. I think Ethereum Classic is going to do very well. Recently, it's just been doing stellar because all the problems with Ether. Do you have any buy and hold recommendations? Yeah, I do have a buy and hold recommendation. One of my favorites is Litecoin. I would say Litecoin, if you like to blog, if you like to use Facebook, if you use Reddit, I would say invest in Steam it, because you can basically pay yourself interest. Also, if you're a big gamer, I like game credits. I think that's going to continue to go up as well. Oh, coins do you think Coinbase? What coin do I think Coinbase? Let me answer. I'm in Glendale, Wyoming, by the way. Where actually you can't even have a Coinbase account here. So hopefully they don't pick up my IP address off these cell phone towers and close my account for some stupid reason. That would be a Coinbase thing to do. I don't know anything about Heatcoin. Where can you buy a GPU? I just did a video on GPUs that are coming out. They're pretty much sold out everywhere. You know, but the two new ones, I think it was Asus and Nvidia, were doing really well. So they just made some GPUs that are specifically for mining coins. I definitely try to get up one of those. Game credits, yeah, someone wanted me to elaborate on game credits. Basically, it's a crypto coin where you put your US dollars in, and then you can use those game credits to go, you know, buy games. So if you're a huge gamer, you know, and if you put $500 into it or whatever, and it turns into, you know, $1,500, then you can basically buy 3 times the games that you would have had before. Hope everybody follows me on Steam, and I'm probably going to be doing a giveaway for some Steam points here, by the way, if you aren't already on Steam it. But make sure you write down your password or email it to yourself, because you only get to see it once. Taxes, well, taxes, let's see, lots of questions on taxes, so I'm going to answer that one, and let me just keep scrolling down. What's up, Scotland? What's up, Massachusetts? Golem, I did like the idea of Golem, and what's that other one that you can basically, it's made or something like that, something with made. But taxes. So obviously I'm going to tell you all that you should follow the IRS's rules and pay your taxes if you have any capital gains, because I don't want to get in trouble. You guys can relate back to this video and say, this guy told me blah 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 blah, and so that's what I have to say. But you know what I really think, and I think you know what I think. If you can take it, and it's you know, these blockchains are made to be anonymous. When you buy your coins, just don't sell them on a place like Coinbase, because Coinbase is going to send you a I think it's 1099-R that they send you. They're going to send you a 1099-R, but they're not going to send it to the IRS. And they say that you're supposed to report your sales and your capital gains, just like if it were property. You're even supposed to pay on that property taxes. Oh, is it not true on Coinbase? Have you sold? I mean, yeah, that's what I've been reading, that they are supposed to be doing that. So that's what they're supposed to be doing because they're a U.S. exchange. Bittrex, I've been hearing good things about Bittrex. So, well, that's good to know because I mean, I've actually been sending my money to Poloniex and I would cash out on that exchange or Bittrex. I've been hearing really good things about them. But you are supposed to pay your taxes if you do make a lot of money. Now, what I would do is I would just keep it in your cryptocurrencies. You know, transfer it to Bitcoin, the stronger of the, you know, the store of value coin, and buy stuff with it. You know, you can go to Expedia and take a vacation, pay for it in Bitcoin. You can use overstock.com to go and buy stuff. Buy yourself some stuff with these gains, you know, and then leave the rest of it for a long term. Oh shit, I'm closing down, guys.